Great. Party Bus. For those that haven't seen the bus before, this was a deck we played a ton of when it was in Standard. We tried it in Pioneer, wasn't super competitive there. We're taking a crack at it in Historic now. So the Lumbering Battlement here is the Party Bus. When this enters the battlefield, exile any number of non-token creatures we control until it leaves the battlefield, and then it gets +2/+2 for each card exiled with it. This deck is an infinite combo deck. So what this deck does is when you have 3 Lumbering Battlements, you can loop them along with any enter the battlefield effect as many times as you want. So basically, you can sit here and blink things in and out, either drawing a bunch of cards and gaining a bunch of life, emptying your opponent's hand and gaining a bunch of life, drawing through your deck, taking over every one of your opponent's permanents. And then not only to add a little bit of consistency do you need 3 Lumbering Battlements, but you can mix and match some number of Lumbering Battlements with Hostage Taker. So 2 Takers in a bus goes infinite, a Taker and 2 buses goes infinite. We have some Blood for Bones here to recover our bus and other cards from the graveyard. Occasionally get an early Agent of Treachery. We got Tomebound Lich for a little bit of selection and to put things in the bin to Blood for Bones ahead of time. We do have a Fblthp sleeve, don't we? Yeah, it's a good call. All right, let's go ahead and dive on into some matches here with this one and see how it goes. It blinks and I hate it. It's perfect. Yes, we did try the bus in Pioneer, Sarah. It was not particularly good. How many holiday emotes have I unlocked? I'm always here when I'm streaming, and I've got 7 at this point, it looks like. See, it's fine. If we find the 3 one, it's really good. You get an Agent of Treachery early. Mechanically and visually unsatisfying at Pioneer. Pioneer is very visually unsatisfying. That is an apt descriptor. Has full-time streaming impacted your spending on your PC, or did you have a history of upgrading it regularly before streaming full-time? I definitely upgraded a little bit sooner than I otherwise would have without streaming. I like to make sure I can depend on my hardware, essentially. And like, my wife wanted to do... That's super unfortunate. Renders Fblthp useless here. My wife wanted to do some PC gaming stuff. So like, we just upgraded my streaming rig a little bit sooner than I otherwise would have. So she could have a decent system as well. So like my current system is definitely overkill for streaming Magic Arena. I've got a 1080 GTX and like an i7 with 12 cores in it and 32 gigs of RAM. It's got all the shinies. Hostage Takers takes creatures and artifacts. Yes, Hostage Taker on Frilled Mystic eventually could be very, very good. So I binned Bell-Haunt. What do we think about just like Blood for Bonings and getting Bell-Haunt into play? I think I like it. Put you on the battlefield, put you in my hand. Definitely forgot to update the stream title. Thank you. I mean, you don't need more memory than you'll actually use. This is the TLDR. So if I Thought Erasure here, they'll fish it, and then I can Charming Prince blink this and get their last card. That's pretty good. So they're going to float a bunch of mana here. They have both Memorial and Castle over here. Looks like they're playing kind of a interesting take on Nexus of Fate. Hostage Taker on this Frilled Mystic should hopefully be good. We'd love to hit lands every turn for the rest of the game now. That one, please. Thanks. Now, we might not get another turn here. We could just lose the game from here. Named Root Snare. Cute. So 10 out of 10 just killing her, right? I do think it's kind of offensive that they banned... I do think it's kind of offensive that they banned Field of the Dead and they didn't ban Nexus of Fate. Especially given the pedigree that Nexus of Fate is banned in Best of One. I actually had them on a relatively quick clock here. Do I care about that? I don't think I do, right? Correct. I guess Field does have a pedigree. So their lands are going to untap again here. They're going to crack Memorial to Genius. So I'd like to draw an untapped land here so that way I can Charming Prince take one of the cards out of their hand. So we're hoping just like one counterspell is good enough here, basically. Can't give him a turn. If we give him a turn, we lose the game. All right, I mean they only have one card left here, right? It's like they have infinite mana, but I have a Frilled Mystic, and they're dead on board. They could theoretically draw into two good cards with Chemisters inside, I suppose. Maybe they didn't realize how Hostage Taker works. Oh yeah, we just counter Insight. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so they're just dead, right? They probably should have led on Insight to try and find some things. Loose take. Being able to interact with something doesn't make it okay. Looser, stronger take. It's easier to kill Field of the Dead decks than it is to interact with Nexus of Fate. Field of the Dead decks are much more attackable than Nexus of Fate ever was. Alright, so I think I want to trim a variety of cards that draw cards in this matchup just because they have a bunch of, what's it called? I'm blanking on her name, Narset. I really don't want to run into that, I don't think. Yeah, Field of the Dead actually kills you. Nexus of Fate makes you sit there and wonder, like, am I dead? Makes you sit there and wish you were dead. And it's great. Hey, thank you for the 37 months, Sonaru. It's a long time. Thanks for putting up with me. Vomit. I guess. I told you it was a limit to how many friends you could have in Arena. What would you guess that number would be? 200. Am I close? It's 200. Look at that. Look at that. So good at this. I know. That's the number of friends you can have in Pokemon Go.
I have just the trick for this.
Hey, Quintus, thanks for the 9 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Well, my opponent's looking to stroke us nice and slow. This card. Also not stellar in the face of Disdainful Stroke. Feels dead, man. Not sure that we're going to be able to beat these Beanstalk Giants, honestly. Ooh, that's a real good one. That's a real good one. Yeah, I thought about Kaya. I don't know. I don't really know what I'd want to cut. What are we boarding out in order to fit Kaya into my deck? Would be the question.
I am Tamiya. It is an seek and find.
They have Blast Zone plus Reclamation here. Probably lights out. Chemistry's Insight here. Currently 1 damage short from killing this Tameo. There a shortcut C for the concede function? There is not. We're pretty far out of this game at this point, though. Back it in. Parenting is a full-time job, especially when little ones are ill. Yeah, sick kids is no fun. Hope that doesn't last long for you, Frago. Thanks for the 13 months. I appreciate you sticking around. As someone from Cleveland, can this go to your favorite Ember Cleave deck in Pioneer? It definitely can. Ice Tiger. Thanks for the tier 3. I appreciate the absurd support. You don't know that I really want Kaya. I don't really have room for her. I think I'm happy with all the cards that are in my deck right now. I refer to parenting as my unpaid internship. It's a shame. Shame that one doesn't really count on a resume afterwards. I wonder if they, like, weren't sure till last night if the friends list was going to make it in or not. It seems weird not to mention the state of their game for the week. Seems pretty good. He's got Thought Erasure into Tomebound into a way to reanimate anything we draw with Tomebound. That's sweet. So good curve, solid proactive game plan. Looking for a fatty at this point. I'm going to take the guaranteed 4th land. I've got a Surveil and I've got some loots. Double counterspell. Take their Sorceress can't up. And a bit of backup Lich. I guess their 3rd land is tapped right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I could gamble on them not drawing an untapped land here, but I think I just want to guaranteed get the Teferi down while the getting is good. Like, if I stick this and they miss the land, sticking this is better. But if I stick this and they hit the land, then they can sabotage my Teferi. That'd be really bad for us. Looking for, like, Agent of Treachery or something big to bring back with Blood for Bones here.
I've got it.
There should probably just be 4-time Ravelers in the sideboard. Card's real good against Nexus of Fate. Blast Zone's pretty good. Wow, did they just miss? It's pretty good for us.
You could use some training.
Hey, Mr. Lifeguard, thanks for the 22 months. Switching to a single Prime household, so I'm losing my sweet Prime sub. Down to use real money instead of Bezos. I appreciate you keeping me around. They have Blink. Yeah, I think I have to take Blink. Kind of got put in, I mean, it's very possible I should have cashed this in for a card the first turn it was out. mean, they have Blast Zone here, and like Blast Zone plus Reclamation is like pretty good. Like they're gonna get to kill Teferi next turn regardless. It kills this too as well though, which kind of sucks. Don't get to draw a card because of Narset. If this hits them, I have to discard a card, so that doesn't sound very good. So I'm just going to hit their Narset here. I can't dig for anything. They have Narset out. Okay.
Might be a bad idea.
All right, so we're in like an okay spot. I think I have to do this and force them to pull the trigger on the Blast Zone here. A burrito's a lot of the bus, of course. Squeeze me. Deal. They took the bait, chat. They took the bait. Time to get a little handsy. I'm allergic to green. Yeah, allergic to Nexus. Alright, I mean, like, that's annoying, but, like, it's their last card. So, like, let's go. Show me counterspells. Wow, they're scrying to disrupt my thief as opposed to scrying to set up their draw. This seems bad. Because I get 3 looks, right? So if they stack bad cards, like I still get a chance at good ones. I should technically tap to represent a counterspell here, huh? For flip's sake.
I would like to ask about any lunar anomalies you have experienced.
You're gonna pick Blast Zone back up. Really?
My notes help.
Okay, so they're gonna look for like Root Snare here. I wonder if they have fogs in their deck post board. Wow, they do, and they would have hit at them too. That's really fortunate for us. Come on, Nexus. Come on, Nexus. Oh! Oh, that's a good line. I wasn't thinking about that. Yeah, I totally could have taken this out of play, right? Blink plus Bell-Haunt's much better. Yeah. Alright, so now I blink this in response, right? Vomit. Wonderful to see them draw 2 here. They're already through 2 root snares, so hopefully they don't find another. Pumped to be part of such an amazing channel. Thanks for the 2/3 of a year, Shuffler Truther. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Okay. Okay. Nexus of Fate, please. Let's just combo them. Come on. Come on. Alright, what am I supposed to do here? I think I start with Narset Impulse. Is she that good? Like, a lot of their stuff doesn't actually draw cards, chat. Yeah, there's only 16 cards left in their deck. Can we go off with Blood for Moans? No, that's not how this works. Takes quite a bit to go off. Alright, that's a veto. Veto bodes very well for us. It's a little bit late. So I gotta decide what I want to veto next turn. Yeah, I don't know if we're supposed to veto Tamiyo or Nexus. I feel like it's probably Tamiyo. How many Tamiyos are they through? They have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They can't double Nexus. So I think I'm just supposed to veto Nexus and then hope to... Well, they can't cast 2 Nexus this turn. So I think I'm just supposed to veto... Oh, they're getting Root Snare. Sure.
No tail should be discarded.
Sure. Now I guess if both of these are Nexus, they kill us. Well, discard doesn't currently work because Tamiyo's in play. She protects them from discard as well. Wub, wub, wub. Wub, wub, wub. Alright, I'd like a veto, please, Narset.
Keep an open mind.
Swing and a miss. Alright, so there's only 15 cards in their deck. Do I kill their Tamiyo? Or do I hit them twice and try and get a Nexus? If I kill their Tamiyo, I can make them discard a card. I don't know, what are the odds? Let's assume there's 4 Nexuses in their deck. What's the Hyper Geo? If they have 4 Nexus and 15 cards... 6. I'm 91% to hit a Nexus of Fate. They top 2 cards. They have another Scry, though. I don't know, if they have a Root Snare, none of it matters. Oh, they still have Tamiyo in play, right? Veto! Feels dead, man. I agree.
I have practiced against many with thoughtfulness before action.
So they're guaranteed to find Nexus here because there's only 8 cards in their deck. We're deterministically dead, right? We're never getting another turn. It is incredibly offensive that they left this legal and banned Field of the Dead. Hopefully they're gonna be more fluid with their suspensions and stuff like that in this format, but yeah. As opposed to enjoying the direction they've taken with Pioneer, their first round of updates in Historic seemed pretty medium. I think getting rid of Oko and Field of the Dead was a pretty big miss, while not also getting rid of things that are more offensive like Nexus of Fate. Now I think even if I hit the Tamiyo, we're still dead there when they Narset Punchworthy. They get to Narset into the Callous Dismissal, and then Narset, or Callous Dismissal, bounce our Narset, play the other Narset back out. I don't think any of our decisions really mattered there. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've recalled how bad that is. Yeah, never finding an agent. There's a good chance, looking at their deck, it looked like they were actually only playing 1 Nexus of Fate, which is a little bit of a miscalculation on my part. I assumed that they were on more Nexus. And like, if I work off the assumption that they're playing less Nexus of Fate, it's better to kill the Tamiyo. I'm not sure that it really mattered in the grand scheme of things. Oh, you're gonna put a card in my bin? Thanks, opponent. Well, I don't really want to kill their things now, right? Midnight Reaper will let them draw cards. I would like that one, please. Thank you. Oh, we could get Prince to blink the agent. Yeah, that's easier, right? Good call. Not really sure what just happened there. Yes, when Bust returns things to play, they all go back under their owner's control. When cards change zones, they're a new instance of that card. I don't really know what they're doing. I guess they played Gutterbones, and Kaya's like okay against Gutterbones. Poured in a little removal. They've got 2-mana 1/1s that make us discard. We've got 2-mana 1/1s that make us draw. Graveyard Marshal. That's rude. Ooh, zomboys. Zomboys and girls, you say? Neither of those are particularly useful. I got another scry here. Fblthp. Not a very good stat line. So Crypt Breaker lets them tap 3 zombies to draw a discard or to draw a card. Definitely in for this block, I think. That's not a zombie. Where's your theme, opponent? I could hostage taker, but then I risk them killing my hostage taker before I get to deploy the thing under it. That's probably worth the gamble. No, not really, Beansy. Card's not very competitive in Standard.
Evil. A mind is a terrific thing to waste.
I'm just gonna go ahead and jump block here if they attack. It wouldn't be surprised if they just draw a card here. Lumbering Battlement. Alright, getting closer to comboing. I'd like to exile this one. I would like to take another hostage, please. That one, please. Thank you. Weird. Why didn't they draw? They have a removal spell? No, if they had a removal spell, they would have just blinked it, right? Or are they gonna discard a card to make a zombie? Sure. Oh, Gutterbones is a zombie, right? We just talked about that too, right? So they couldn't do that? We literally just got to talking about this not being a zombie. Math checks out. Hoping for an untapped land tier that doesn't hurt us. Sick. Do this, try and keep the cards in my hand. Hey, I Smoke. 3 months has flown by. I love your content and appreciate your thoughts and criticism of the company of which we play. Thanks for keeping me around. I appreciate the quarter of a year. So, if... yeah. Say, we technically have the combo set up over 2 turns, but they're just like dead to us playing mid-range creatures. I'm gonna put a 3rd or a 4th Teferi in the board. Rather than these Gideons, I'm gonna put extra Teferi, extra Thief of Sanity in case we run into Nexus again. Gideon's a card that's like good against control decks, and like 3-mana Teferi and Thief are both good against control decks as well. So this is a small sideboard change that can hedge the Nexus matchup a little bit more while still having a similar number of cards to bring in against control. Yep, a lot of small changes in the patch today. They also added a counter in the patch today that can remind you that you have 0 friends. So if you're into that, that's what the 0 means in the lower left-hand corner. No egos in the sideboard. Yeah, maybe ego could be okay. I don't know. Like, you can still lose to the Nexus deck without them having Nexus in it. Just like the way you lose is slightly less miserable, I guess. You ego their win cons. Good Nexus players post-board are going to have multiple win cons, Wargy, so egoing their win cons is not a particularly good strategy. You might beat a bad Nexus player by trying to ego their win cons, but you should probably beat the bad Nexus players regardless. Basilica Bell-Haunt sounds good if my opponent's playing something aggressive. He does blink on his card. How you doing, Huey, Dewey, and Louie? Who are good boys? Are you good boys? Yes, you are. Hey, thanks for the 16 months, Brian. I appreciate you keeping me around. Welcome back. No blocks. Take one. We did get a pupper, Bob. So, Charming Prince with Fblthp here gets to let Charming Prince cantrip, which is sweet. Opponent might have gone AFK. Might be getting a freebie. Hey, thanks for the 15 months, Brogsby. Welcome back. The Great Deal stuff makes the shop look like one from a mobile game grinder. Yeah, it does. Bits for the pupper. Thanks, Bob. It's funny, for people who weren't here earlier, I tweeted a picture, but the two packs that I bought, so there's two Great Deal packs in the store right now, and purchasing both of them put my total expenditures on Magic Arena in the year 2019 up to $2019. Which seems like a good place to stop for the year. I think we're gonna pump the brakes at the $2,000 mark. Thankfully the year's gonna roll over here soon, so. Was it 12 cents? Now you're gonna make me check. It is 12 cents. It's 2019 12 is my total for the year. That's funny. Insert whale noises here. Hostage Shaker has been pretty good today. Well, I didn't mean to scry that to the top, but here we are. Thanks for 11 months, Carlos. Welcome back. Wizards, I have no idea, Wargy. This is not Google. Believe it or not. My chat is not a Google search. I would encourage you to go look it up. Yeah, Charming Prince has just been good in general. We actually played this card in White-Green Humans in Pioneer yesterday, and it was very good there as well. I think I just bring in my cheap removal. I'm going to trim this and trim the discard spells. Maybe I leave a couple of discard spells in. Blood for Bones and Agent of Treachery a little bit slow and clunky. Instead of Google, we get Hoogle. Something like that. Speaking of Pioneer, tomorrow's going to be an all Pioneer stream. We're doing, I believe, 4 Pioneer decks tomorrow. And then next week and through the end of the year, I'm going to be revving up the amount of Pioneer content we're doing again to kind of work through the queue. So we're going to go back to doing two Pioneer decks, 2 Moto decks every morning starting next week. We're going to do a similar amount of Arena still. I'm going to increase my hours overall, but definitely going to be doing more Pioneer. I bomb the 3-drop. Both these 4s are really good. I mean, did you look in the same place where they always post them, Wargy? Because if they didn't post them in the same place they always get posted, the answer is probably no. Come seal away, come seal away, come seal away with me. Do 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 do. Thanks for the 33. Welcome back, admin. I appreciate you keeping me around. Yeah, the Pioneer queue is still a tier 3 sub or a $50 donation. Which is doing some extra between now and the end of the year is hopefully going to change that. I'd like to open it back up for a wider range of stuff. We still had a lot of submissions coming in, which is a good thing. Supply and demand's a heck of a thing. We're probably dead here. I don't think we beat this on the draw when we miss a land drop. Yeah, we were on the draw and had a cantrip. Like, Sand was definitely super keepable. We're on 5-2 as well, right? So like can't really do much better than that at 5. There's patch notes on the forums. Weird. It's almost like that's where the patch notes always are. The deck contains Hallowed Fountain, missed land drops are a given. I mean, that's just magic, right? Is this good enough? It probably is. This can search us into some more stuff. Yeah, maybe I just gain 3. Alright, yeah, I've got a curve now. Yeah, I'm just gonna gain 3. That sounds great. Just offset these shock lands. Sick. Lands that don't hurt me. Well, they don't have good attacks here, because I have Death Touch. Rar. Grr. Arg. Yeah, this is a pretty solid roadblock here. Vanguard gets to attack and not care. stole Temur Rex Reclamation with Agent and funneled the bonus mana into Kenrith. Seems good. Get him. Charming Prince not doing a whole lot here, so might as well just Boros Charm them with it. It's like, yep, you take 4. Okay. We're gonna Charming Prince, blink the Bell-Haunt here. Gain some life, take another card out of their hand. Yeah, that's kind of unnecessary, Android. Like, I think implying that they lie to you in the updates, I think is inaccurate. I think the rate at which features get developed probably isn't what we would like it to be. But, like, saying that, like, they're lying to us in the updates is kind of nonsense. I don't know that Riz is really historic playable. It's kind of slow and clunky overall. Man, that's a lot of Vanguards. Yeah, I think we might just Blood the Bell to get rid of this last card out of their hand. So put this one into play, put this one in my hand. So their hand's empty now. Wow, running. Those are some good discards. Those are some good discards. All right, let's grade 2 here. Hostage Taker's actually great because it lets me take their Legion Lieutenant, and once I take their Legion Lieutenant, they can't attack this into Bell-Haunt profitably anymore. Would you like to save your Vanguards? You're getting kind of low. And like this hit's only putting me to 16, so I'm going to gain 1 from the Tomebound Lich. Not surprised to see them not save both. They're getting a little bit low at this point. Should I have blocked all 3? No, because I'm taking their Lord away 2 modes, and once I take their Lord away, my 3/4 blocks the 3/1s profitably. Alright, and then Lumbering Battlement here puts them under the Abyss. And should they ever try to kill my Abyss, I get to gain some life and take a creature away from them. I don't even really know if that matters. Oh, this is tasty. That one, please. Oh, beep beep, all aboard. All aboard the bus. Busted. Hey, Ace Rob, thanks for the 3 months. GG's. Good luck on the rest of your matches today. Should have attacked first. No, they could have given their 1/1 Death Touch and traded for the bus. So I'd prefer that didn't happen. I'm supposed to mulligan that. This hand's fine. We'll bottom the chapel, play temple on one. We have all of our colors. We've got a 2, 3, 4. In for my guaranteed land, I think. Scry me a river, baby. All right, not in for land 5, 6 at this point. Okay. Blood for Bones means if we find like an Agent of Treachery or something here, we could be in a good spot. Quench. Oh gosh, are they playing like Sultai Flash or something gross? Oh, weird. Ooh, that's a good one. It's just too much to remember to change. Change my avatar too, then I forget to change it back. It's just a mess. Alright, second verse, same as the first, a little bit louder and a whole lot worse. I wonder if they're playing like classic Sultai mid, like from circa GRN, but just like have Quench in it for some reason. The Quench is really throwing me off. Not quite sure why they're quenching. All right. Need you to understand that this Wild Growth Walker belongs to me.
We will not fail.
We will not fail.
The land fights for us.
Alright, maybe I should have kept that land and just tried to hit runners for the Agent of Treachery here. Did I just scry? Yeah, I'm just gonna scry too. So when you can take the land with Hostage Taker, but you can't play the land. So we can exile the Hinterland Harbor, but that doesn't allow us to play the Hinterland Harbor as land 7 next turn, because the verbiage on Hostage Taker specifies cast, and you cannot cast a land. So if Hostage Taker read, you may play that card, you could play the land, but because it specifies cast, it would just get exiled. Would not be able to play it. Small but important distinction there.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
They might put Charming Prince first here to play around the other Blood from Bones. Alright, untapped land. I bottomed an untapped land at one point, and that was definitely a mistake. Yeah, we're dead. Let's go to the next one. I'll trade Bell-Haunt for Thief of Sanity. This is the type of must-kill card that used to end these types of games really quickly. Oko's banned. Sorry, Oko's suspended. He got his third detention, and they gave him some time off. I am not playing these word games with you, right? You know what? I feel like I missed an opportunity to, like, when they tweeted about suspended cards, to just, like, take a picture of that tweet and tweet it back at them. Just be like, I'm not playing these word games with you. Oh, that's probably for the best, but, you know, it's probably for the best. Oko got a timeout. We're familiar with how that works here. Ain't that the truth? Man, their hand is gas, huh? I think I'm just taking Tamiyo. She generates a lot of value for them in the long term. I take my guaranteed 4th land, I think. I mean, so, like, it's good that they've noted that. Like, would you rather they wait another month to push out the friends list and, like, fix that issue? Or would you rather have the mostly functional friends list now? Did they draw the green source? I'm excited to see the Grixis deck be terrible. It's always good to end the stream with crushing mediocrity. Something like that. Yeah, they drew the green source, vomit. We might not make it to Grixis today. Because they ended up having downtime, I ended up getting going a little bit later than normal. So we'll see what the timeline looks like. This will probably be the last match with this one. Yeah, I could probably fit 3 more in. What am I doing here? Skip oven. No, the oven deck's great. No, blue-white was there the whole time. Bob actually didn't touch the queue today. The blue-white control was coming from inside the house the whole time. They're just holding up contempt here, huh? I'm just gonna Blood for Bones and cycle this and pick the other one back up here, I think. Just, like, try and hit my land drops here. It's like good solid value play. Sure. Land. That's unfortunate. Well, This is where the magic happens, chat. Suppose if they draw a brick here. I mean, the explore package isn't what's winning this game. Like, the fact that we drew 3 extra cards and haven't had a 5th land is what we're choked on. Like, we're actually just like a huge favorite here if we get to cast our spells. We just have so many more spells than they do, right? Like, I've got literally have 7 cards in my hand, so they're possible 1 spell.
Was probably going to die.
Alright, we're gonna play one more at this one. That's a really shitty match of Magic. It's a really, really medium match of Magic. Let's try one more. Like to try and end on a high note. Try and not end on a Magic happens note. That's funny. I had someone comment to me that they were like keeping track of the MC, how many games got decided by just like Flutter Screw and nothing else, and just like, yeah, it's a lot of games. Magic. Now you just got a lot of games like that. They made it impossible to go infinite with the historic challenge event. I don't understand your statement. Are you complaining about prizes? Is that what your statement's doing? So they have an op tier or a spectral sailor? What's up, opponent? What you got? What you got going on? Mono blue. Yikes. Our deck's a little bit chonky for this matchup. We have 4 Teferi post board that could probably be helpful. I think I'm looking for a tap land at this point. Hopefully we'll draw a couple more cards and get some untapped lands in here. There's an event coming up where if you got more wins, you got more packs and gold. With a 10k gold or 2k gem entry fee. If you made it to 7 wins, you would have gotten your entry fee back in gold. It seems it's capped on 6k now after 5 wins. So they made it so you always lose gold. The casino made it so the players never come out ahead. That's weird. That's so unlike a casino to do. I don't understand. Why would the casino do that, chat? It's so consumer unfriendly. You trying to tell me the casino just wanted my money the whole time? Normally they maintain the illusion. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Normally there's a chance to get your money back, even if most people aren't going to. So you're upset that they're telling you the truth. Lie to me, daddy. Lie to me. Gosh, the deck gets Brazen Borrower now? That seems like an absurd upgrade. Hey, thanks for the 2 months of support, Cannon Spectacle. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Watch this enough, might as well pay for it. Thanks for keeping me here. Huh? I think I just ditched Lumbering Battlement at this point. The problem with even trying to cut a hole through their hands here is that, like, they're going to need to see 2 or even 3 more cards before next turn. So, like, even if we clear a counterspell here, we're like... Yup. Yeah, we're just super dead. You tried, yep. Okay. Seal Away, Kaya, Teferi, Thief of Sanity, Agent of Treachery out, Blood for Bones out, Bell-Haunt out. Probably just Tomebound Lich out, honestly. Leave 1 Bell-Haunt in. There was an effort. Yeah, this is gonna be our last one with the party bus, so we're gonna roll on to Dovin featuring Journey to Eternity. Sure. Our deck is kind of chonky. Arena, why must you continue to be more and more expensive? Did they increase the price on something? What'd they increase the price on? Pierce me, daddy. Pierce me! No, I didn't mean actually pierce me. I meant think about it, but then let it resolve. Come on now. You gotta read between the lines, opponent. But it has no sense of chivalry, right? Just pierced me needlessly. Hey, thanks for the biddy, Sal. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're pretty dead. Just never gonna beat this drawing a million cards. The pre-order setup is $100 instead of $50 plus gems. What do you mean? The pre-order is literally the same as it's always been. They just did a second pre-order option. So this is what the pre-order's always been. The pre-order previously to this set has always been 50 packs, this plus this, right? Am I misremembering? Did this used to give you something else? Like this is new, but this is always what this has been, right? So they added a second thing that's different. That's also a pre-purchase option. But if you previously were happy with just this, you can get the same thing you've always gotten. So I have insert whale noises here, so we bought both of them. I bought both of them, but this is what they always have. Yeah, they added Mastery Pass to pre-order, essentially, is exactly what they did, correct? Alright, anywho, to wrap on this one, believe it or not, we kind of got run over by the mono blue deck. I think that's to be expected. So this deck has a really super chunky curve, and if your ways to gain life with like Bell-Haunt and Elite Guardmage aren't good enough, generally you're going to get just run down by the aggressive decks. So this deck, we beat vampires in our set. In general, you're going to be okay against things like creature-based aggressive decks that play to the ground, but something with counter spells like Mono Blue or the Flash decks are just going to run this down, and I don't think you can really meaningfully improve those matchups in any way. We lost a close set to Nexus of Fate. I think that matchup would have been very winnable, possibly with different play on my part. I also added a couple other relevant cards to the sideboard, went up to a 4th time Raveler, another Thief of Sanity, which was very good there. So if you're looking for kind of a mid-range deck that can occasionally combo finish, this one seemed okay. Again, like, really knowing what's going to be good, bad, okay, competitive, or not in Historic is going to take a little while. They just kicked the legs out from under this already new format by taking out a bunch of the green cards. So until things kind of shape back up and we know, like, what the next Gruul deck is, what the next food deck is, we won't really know what to target and won't be able to, like, measure our new brews against other things because we're mostly just slamming into other brews for the time being. Speaking of brews, we are going to be playing an upgraded deck from Standard here next. We're going to be slotting Journey of Eternity here into the Jund Oven shell that I've been enjoying in Standard. So we'll be back in a few minutes with this. I'm going to go ahead and run a quick ad break and get this set up everywhere. So thanks for hanging out today, folks. See you soon.